Skin cancer remains a global public health threat, and despite more people slathering on sunscreen than ever before, skin cancer rates continue to rise. Now one precocious teenager is joining the fight. Hey Man Bekela is a 15-year-old already getting recognition for inventing a soap that could treat cancer. And he's just been honored by Time magazine, which named him the 2024 Kid of the Year. Well, I'm joined now by Hey Man Bekela.
And gratified for this experience. But then in addition to that, I also feel really inspired and motivated because, I'm just 15 years old, and this experience does show that as young as you are, your ideas can still be heard. And so it is really motivating and will keep motivating me. My hope, my goal is that within the next 5 years, we can turn SCTS from a simple passion project into more of a nonprofit organization where, coming full circle to the initial inspiration of giving an impact in an affordable and accessible manner, using that nonprofit to be able to distribute the bar of soap to people that need it the most, people in third world countries that really can't afford super expensive skin cancer.
Yourself doing it for a career.
I'm really passionate about innovation and, the whole process of bringing something from concept all the way to reality. So while I'm not sure what in specific I want to pursue in the future, I do know it has something to do along those lines of, innovation, creativity, being able to kind of build up on my own ideas.
Believe in the impossible and dream like a kid.
Michaela Ulmer is not your average 12-year-old.
Has anyone heard of the word entrepreneur before?
As CEO and founder of Me and the Bees Lemonade, Michaela travels across the world to encourage other kids to dream big.
What's going to make it unique?
At an event in Houston, Michaela teaches her eager audience about the fundamentals of business and finance 101.
My dream for the company is to have a even more measurable impact on the amount of kid entrepreneurs in the United States. I want to save more bees. And then I also want to have a national lemonade enterprise.
A recent $810,000 investment from current and former NFL players is helping Michaela achieve her goal.
It was important for me to help in any way I could to aid her dream.
So here's your mint.
For Michaela, it all started 8 years ago with a lemonade stand.
I got stung by 2 bees in 1 week. I was so afraid of the bees that my parents encouraged me to do some research on them. And I found out that they're dying. So I decided to create a product to help save the bees.
Her recipe for honeybee sweetened lemonade infused with flaxseed was a hit even in the Shark Tank.
I'm going to give you an offer.
It's a deal.
Turning Michaela's one-time lemonade stand into a full-fledged business.
I didn't expect it to grow as quickly as it did and be so widely received.
It went from one store in one city to over 20 states now.
Michaela's bottled lemonade now sold in 90 Wegmans and 116 Whole Food markets. Now that's the power of believing.
Some lessons that I've learned while being an entrepreneur for 5 years. And so the first lesson is working hard is a must. In order to start and grow my business, I had to work very hard. In other words, as people like to say, I had to wear a lot of hats. I had to wear a marketing hat, finance hat. I did workshops teaching families on the bees, and I still had to be a student. So yes, in order to even start a business, you have to work hard. Lesson 2 is you need passion and a lot of it. As I mentioned earlier, one thing that helped me start Bee Sweet Lemonade was that I got stung by 2 bees in 1 week. And again, I was very afraid of the bees, and so my parents wanted me to do some research. And doing that research, again, I found out how incredibly important pollinators they are. And I developed a passion for saving the bees, learning about the bees and just the bees in general. And so with that passion, I think that passion helped me create my business, a growing, successful, and thriving business. I mentioned earlier, another thing that helped start Bee Sweet Lemonade was that my great-granny Helen sent me a 1940s cookbook with her favorite recipe of flaxseed lemonade. And we didn't know that well, of course we thought it was special, but we didn't know that cookbook would help start a business, or even just, we didn't know it would be an inspiration or anything. But actually, that cookbook was the inspiration behind the product I chose. And we became inspired by one, just how the flaxseed lemonade was made, and it was such a special way. And two, how they had and utilized flaxseed back in those days. And three, just the recipe, how it was old and special and passed down from our family. So.
Determined to help the world.
And I'll give you a quick demo of my application.
An app Chandra has spent over a year working to develop and hopes to help people learn if they have tuberculosis.
The goal is to be very simple. So as of now, it would be like they press a button and then they can record their cough audio. It would be like one second segment and they give a diagnostic output.
Impressive, right? Universities around the country think so too.
The main ones are like we're interested in Harvard and Stanford right now, but also in the to Princeton, Cornell, UPenn, Johns Hopkins, Berkeley, Columbia.